and together we're going to go over everything you need to know before you start trading today in this market analysis video for November 22nd. I'm just going to go over a couple of very quick things, and then Adam's going to explain a little bit more about trades and things like this. So last night, right before I went to bed, I checked the news and I saw there was a big earthquake off the coast of Fukushima. If you guys remember, there was a nuclear spill last time there was an earthquake in that area, so it was quite dangerous, but the earthquake didn't have such a big effect on, there was not such a side effect after the earthquake. It was big, tsunami waves were expected, but they were called off later on. We are approaching Thanksgiving weekend, and it is pretty much the calm before the storm. What I mean by the calm before the storm is very simple. We have massive things happening next week, and there is a post and video coming up for our traders where I'm going to explain a little bit more about the storm. And yesterday, WTI reached our target area, which is 49. So a new analysis will be made either today or tomorrow on this. Trending in the market, same as yesterday, the markets are waiting for further info on the Trump administration, so volatility is set to stay and it will not be clear until further information is released. Now here's what you missed, and then Adam is going to go over the fundamental side. So in Japan was hit by a 6.9 magnitude earthquake off the eastern coast. This is where like I said, near Fukushima, where there's a big nuclear reactor. Now the epicenter was very close to that stage of a devastating, if you guys remember, in 2011 there was a big earthquake of 9 points magnitude, and that was pretty much right next to the epicenter. We were very close to it right now, and nothing serious happened. So this morning's quake was smaller in energy release, let's say, and tsunami warnings were cleared off just a couple of hours later. Now, at the time of writing, there have been no reports of deaths or any serious damage, or any kind of damage, for that matter, to the Fukushima nuclear power plant. It is important to note, however, totally different, I'm going worldwide right now, it is important to note that in the last 14 months, we've had massive and plenty of earthquakes, a string of them in fact, of strong earthquakes around the world, from Haiti to New Zealand to, well, all over the place.
Italy last month.
Italy, two in Italy.
Yeah.
So as you see, if you can connect those dots, which I can release a picture, you will see that further earthquakes are expected to occur, and they're going to go towards the USA, so basically towards the North American section. Obviously this could be just theory, but that's what I've found. Okay, everything else you've missed, let's go over to Trump. Trump is set to withdraw from the big TPP trade deal. Now, in a video message which was published last night, President-to-be Donald Trump outlined his plans and his first actions when he takes office at the 20th of January. Now, the Republican pledged to quit the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is signed by 12 countries that cover 40% of the world economy. Now, while he also promised to reduce restrictions on coal production, and he definitely said he will stop visa abuses. It's also important to know that he did not mention anything about repelling Obamacare or building that big wall at the border of Mexico. Further to the US stock market, the US stocks extended gains yesterday, and energy sector was the best, with oil reaching our target of 49. The S&P 500 made a new all-time high and is expected to continue doing that today. Later on, we expect the S&P 500 to crash, but I'm going to talk about that in another video. Adam, the mic is all yours, brother.
Okay, so what to expect? Well, pretty much nothing to expect today, except the Euro area consumer confidence for November, which will be released at 4 p.m. CET. Now, the consumer confidence has been improved to -8 in October versus August. So the problem is that it's not a certain thing, and not a certain that positive trend will continue. The consumer confidence has so far been resilient to the UK's vote to leave the EU, and the low oil price and continuing employment growth support consumer confidence as well. However, the downside risk exists due to the uncertainty following the elections of course Donald Trump and its possible consequences for the EU, skepticism in the EU area. In the US, well, for me it's like the euro dollar, but I can mention, because yesterday we could see that there was not that huge fall if you look at the charts right now. So maybe this could be a breather. So be careful in the markets, guys.
Yes. Well, yesterday was the first day that after the election that the Euro USD was green. First green candle after the elections. So that means it could be a breather, like what you said, but you just told me as well that probably prices could head a bit lower on euro dollar. We just got out of a few Euro USD trades. From possibly under 50-60 pips downwards.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over the trade of the day. I'm going to go over gold, and you have to understand that this is a long-term trade, so this is something that we're going to be taking on for a couple of days. Now, gold made an irregular bottom on Friday, with huge positive divergences, which are seen by applying the Elliott wave principles or theory. Gold is right now creating a bullish market move. The last 2 trading days have created tweezers. These are trading patterns or candlestick patterns. More on this is obviously going to be explained right now, and if you're reading this, you'll be able to see it down. Now, we saw a spike yesterday, we see a spike today, and here are the tweezers down here. And now I'm going to go over a couple of other, basically a quick explanation of what we see here. Now, candlestick patterns can occur frequently in the financial markets, and tweezers are pretty much no exception to this. Based on overall conditions, their appearance can be, well, not exactly certain. So you can find them many times, especially on short-term charts. On longer-term charts, when you see them, they usually indicate reversals, like here. Here they are, here and here, and we have a very similar scenario here and here. So we have something very similar happening, which indicates that gold could head lower today, maybe also tomorrow, but by the end of the week we should see a rise, or the early next week. Here's the trade idea. We have big double bottom, and we have tweezers pattern, and they've been confirmed with yesterday's close. Now, the PBES percentage-based entry system is indicating a 70% win ratio on this trade. We have the tweezers, which is a candlestick pattern, a weak one, that's 10%. We have a 25-week double top, that's 15%. We have the 8-hour EMA crossing, that's 10%. We've got a nice trend line. If you connect this, and this here, that's a beautiful trend line over there, and that's going to give us about 20%. Then we have the sub mathematical point of interest, which is giving us 15%, and it's popping down right here, and you will see that in the live trading chamber today when I explain this a bit more. But that's giving us a 70% win chance. And we've taken this trade this morning at 4:57 GMT in the morning. We are negative right now, not by much. The trade is small, and we're planning to compound this aggressively once price starts moving higher. I can see price go all the way up to the 125 or the 75% level, which is right here. Okay, me and Adam wish everyone here an awesome day.
Have a wonderful day, guys, and see you in the live trading chamber today.
Yes, take care and have a good week. Stay safe. Bye.
Bye.